I'm Erik Linask. Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. I'm here at CTIA 2010 in Las Vegas. And with me in our studio now is Bohdan Zabawsky, who is the CTO at RedKnee. Bohdan, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
So it's getting towards the end of the show. How's the show been for you?
It's been great. A lot of interesting interactions with a lot of clients and potential clients, and we're looking forward to expand our growing presence worldwide. So I don't know if you know a great deal about RedKnee, but we are effectively a real-time converged rating and charging provider. We already are deployed in 70 network operators in 50 countries worldwide. Our flagship product, our turnkey converged rating product, allows network operators to detect any event, whether it be voice, messaging, data, or content, to rate that to the appropriate rate and charge that to the appropriate prepaid or postpaid account in real time, and ideally to optimize that same transaction in a manner that's perceptually meaningful to the end subscriber.
So is there a difference in what you have to do with a pre or a postpaid service?
No, from our perspective, everything is in real time. So it provides a network operator with ultimate flexibility with regards to how they rate and charge any voice messaging or data transaction from a prepaid or postpaid perspective. If you can imagine, if you rate and charge anything in real time, it doesn't really matter whether it's prepaid or postpaid. We just detect that event, rate that event, and accrue the charge to a given prepaid, postpaid, or even hybrid account. In fact, if you extend the methodology, it also supports the enablement of next generation business models. For example, third-party sponsorship, or charging it to any third party at all.
Interesting. So you'd mentioned looking to grow your global presence. I know that one of the announcements that you've now just recently made is a part of that.
Correct. So earlier this week, we announced that our next generation rating and charging product, which focuses on the rating for data or mobile broadband, was officially introduced in Telefonica O2 Ireland. So we effectively are empowering their mobile broadband usage. We believe that is particularly compelling because it demonstrates that our patented technology can be integrated with a carrier's existing core and billing infrastructure, while providing the network operator with additional flexibility and agility with regards to how they rate and charge their mobile broadband service offering. In addition to providing this additional pricing and packaging capability, which, for example, allows them to charge mobile broadband on a daily or monthly usage, whatever is required to meet their specific demographic requirements in their market. It also provides or enables them to provide subscribers with real-time access to their usage patterns. So if a given subscriber leverages, for example, a daily usage plan, they can, in real time, via their mobile device or via a web portal, go to or determine how much data they've used over the course of a day. Also set alerts, so if they are approaching a given threshold, they can be alerted and they can manage or top up their account as required to continue using their mobile broadband services for the course of the day or for the month, as the case may be.
Now, other than the obvious issue of scalability and because of a much larger subscriber base, what's the difference between working with a Tier 1 or say a Tier 2 or Tier 3 carrier for you?
From our perspective, there is no real difference. One thing that we have done from a product perspective is for high growth or emerging network operators, we tend to focus on selling our flagship product offering, that is our turnkey converged rating product offering. We typically either displace their pre-existing IN system and their postpaid mediation system, or in a greenfield deployment, we'll actually deploy our end-to-end real-time converged rating product. With regards to Tier 1 operators, because they typically have an entrenched OSS, BSS vendor on the postpaid side and on the IN side, we typically provide for more of a focused product offering that typically focuses on rating text or broadband mobile service, broadband services offering specifically. For example, in the case of Telefonica O2 Ireland, that's exactly what we did. We integrated with both the core in order to enable the detection of these real-time data events, while integrating with their pre-existing OSS, BSS vendors on their IN side and on their postpaid side to provide this additional flexibility and agility from their perspective.
Talk to me a little bit about how you see the growth of the 4G market impacting what you do.
I believe that the 4G will only continue the tremendous growth in mobile broadband services worldwide. So at this point in time, there have been various announcements, even in the course of this show, that have cited like something in the order of 5,000% growth in the last 3 years, and other vendors have, or analysts have cited that mobile broadband services will continue at least 100% year-over-year growth for the foreseeable future. Having said that, one thing that we believe is network operators really have to move away from these so-called all-you-can-eat charging and rating plans. It just due to the fact that if you have an all-you-can-eat plan that's based on a flat rate for any span of time, you basically decouple the cost from the pricing and revenue associated from the service. So by effectively providing things from a value-centric perspective, which includes some degree of transparency and control from the subscriber and is simple to understand from the subscriber perspective, we believe that network operators can truly provide value-centric rating practices while allowing them to meet needs of specific demographic niches and given operator base. One quick example would be if I download, say, a high-definition video stream using an LTE device or an HSPA Plus device, I, as a subscriber, wouldn't really care how many megabytes or gigabytes is consumed. What I would care is the fact that I was able to download that event or stream that event with a defined level of quality for some predefined price. For example, €1 or €2 or $5 in the case of the United States.
Now switching gears a little bit, tell me a little bit about the announcement that you just made regarding Microsoft.
I believe that's particularly exciting because we're integrating in our turnkey converged rating product, our TCB rating product, with Microsoft Dynamic CRM. So effectively we are augmenting the Microsoft offering, their products and solutions, with our real-time converged rating product. I believe it provides benefits to both parties, Microsoft and RedKnee. From RedKnee's perspective, it will allow us to expand our reach for our flagship product, turnkey converged rating and charging, via Microsoft's expansive direct and partner network. From Microsoft's perspective, our combined offering will provide a truly world-leading converged rating and charging product that will leverage Dynamic CRM and their enhanced analytical reporting and analytical and workflow capabilities. I believe, in addition, that the combined offering will allow a number of world-leading network operators to understand, market, and segment and provide the appropriate, again, pricing packages across the entire spectrum of their services, including voice messaging, data, and as yet unknown mobile service offerings in the future.
Sure. How important is it for those operators to be able to integrate real-time data into their CRM systems like that?
Well, I believe it is fundamentally a necessary attribute for any forward-looking service offering. One, it provides for additional pricing flexibility, additional flexibility from a business model perspective. For example, to date, a lot of the emphasis has been on pricing services that whereby the subscriber typically provides for some upfront price or rate, or it's attributed to the client. By pricing things in real time or rating things in real time, it provides for additional flexibility and transparency from both the subscriber perspective as well as the end-to-end value chain. So at the beginning I mentioned that one potential value chain would be to, for example, do some form of reverse charging. So for example, if you're browsing things on a given website, for example, Amazon.com, the data rate for scanning things on Amazon.com would not necessarily be attributed to the end subscriber, but they'd be zero rated or reverse charged to the enterprise provider, for example, Amazon.com.
Amazon's become a very popular example in these interviews this week. We've been chatting here at CTIA in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. Bohdan, thank you very much for joining us.
A pleasure to meet you.